Right everyone, it is Finn here and welcome to my World Cup semi-final predictions. That's right ladies and gentlemen, only 4 teams remain. As I keep on saying in literally every single video, I cannot believe how insanely fast this tournament's gone by. From 32, we now only have 4 and it really gets down to the nitty gritty. Obviously, it's not going to be a very long video as we only have 2 games to talk about. So jumping into game number 1, we have Argentina versus Croatia. Now what a semi-final this is going to be. As we know, Argentina really playing at the top of their game, and that fixture versus Netherlands, dare I say, that was the game of the tournament. And I'm not even talking about it from a football point of view, but from a WWE point of view. The fights and the conflict that game had, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Paredes was still hiding from Virgil van Dijk for the rest of his life.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Oh my God! KO in midair!
That was a game and a half and I absolutely loved it. Obviously, looking at Argentina versus Croatia, it is going to be an interesting matchup because looking at Croatia, although they've only gotten 1 win so far this tournament, which might not sound promising, they've really dealt with their opponents quite well. They're not quite scoring the goals that I thought they would heading into this tournament, but defensively, they've been super solid, knocking Brazil out in their previous game. Once again, it is one of those fixtures that if it does head to the penalty shootout at the end, I might actually favour Croatia here. I think in 3 penalty shootouts in their World Cup history, they've won all 3.
Hey, that's pretty good.
So it really does look good for them if it heads to the penalty spot at the end. But saying that, whether it gets to that stage in the game, I've got no idea, because Argentina is one of those teams that when they switch on attacking wise, they are the most dominant team on the day. Once again, it is a fixture that could go absolutely either way. I don't want to underestimate Croatia. Obviously, this is their 2nd World Cup semi-final in a row, so it really shows that maybe we have underestimated them in previous tournaments. Once again, this Croatian national team is so strong. Luka Modric still bossing the game at 37 years old. How on earth he does it, I don't know. He must know where the fountain of youth is or something like that. This Croatian national team is so strong, and I do back them to get the point or get the result versus Argentina. But once again, saying that, I do kind of almost believe in fairy tale story endings. Sorry, I don't know what that first one was. And a part of me does think that Argentina will make it through and Lionel Messi will get to a 2nd World Cup final. I do think Argentina will end up winning this one. I feel like it will be a very close one. But I do think I'll just end up going for a 1-0 win. I don't think it'll be anything spectacular. Once again, Croatia has proven me wrong many times throughout this tournament. But whether they do it versus Argentina, once again, if they do so, they do deserve to win the competition almost. I do think this Argentina team is stronger. I think Lionel Messi has been playing, well, once again, let's be honest. Lionel Messi's been playing like Lionel Messi normally does. Just a goat doing goat things. And whether he gets Argentina to their 2nd World Cup final under him, once again, I wouldn't be surprised. Now, jumping into game number 2, which once again, guys, before we jump into that game, don't forget to leave your predictions down below. Once again, a lot of people watch my predictions, but I also like to watch your predictions. I don't know, it's kind of a mutual relationship here. I don't know absolutely everything about football. I know that might surprise some of you out there.
Yes, but actually no.
Well, probably not. But yeah, I do like to see what you guys say, so if you have any disagreements with my predictions, do let me know down below. But jumping into France versus Morocco. Obviously, as an African football fan, I am super excited. As we know, Morocco, the first ever African nation to make a World Cup semi-final. I don't think people understand how absolutely gigantic this is. I mean, if only Chelsea read the manual on how to use Ziyech, I think maybe they'll get some good use out of him. Maybe they'll still be competing for the Premier League at this stage.
Oh, that's not very nice.
But jokes aside, looking at this Moroccan national team, what an absolute, I don't know what to say about them, whether it's their manager, how they play as a team, their individuals. They are a special kind of team to look at. Once again, they've done Africa so proud, and even if they got knocked out of this stage, they would still go down in history. But looking at them as a whole, I do believe they could pull something special here. As we know, Bono and Livakovic, the Croatian goalkeeper and Morocco's goalkeeper, arguably the 2 best goalkeepers of the tournament, and both of them in the semi-final stage. As we know, Bono has been an absolute brick wall. It's probably what the B in Bono stands for. I don't know what the rest of the letters would do. Finn, do your editing magic. But looking at Morocco, I do think Bono defensively could keep France out. Let's not forget, Morocco have not conceded a single goal this entire tournament that wasn't an own goal. That is terrifying to think about, that a defense like that will be going up against Kylian Mbappe, Olivier Giroud, once again so many others, Antoine Griezmann, Dembele. This Moroccan national team has the ability to to lock France out. Once again, it would be giroud of me to assume that France can't do some sort of damage here. They did just knock England out of the tournament. Once again, Harry Kane probably should have sank that penalty, but I think he was playing the wrong sports. He was playing a bit of rugby, aiming above the posts. But jokes aside, this French national team, although they are missing so many star-studded players, it is still a rock-solid team, and they could win back-to-back World Cups. Once again, I don't want to do Morocco any shame here. I've said in almost all my prediction videos so far that I like this Moroccan national team, but whether they can win their next game, I'm not too sure about. But it has backfired majority of the tournament. I'm terrified that if I finally predict Morocco to win, that they end up losing this one. So you know what? I do think Morocco will lose this one, and I am going to give it to France's direction.
What was that?
Once again, jokes aside, I do like this Moroccan team. They have the ability to shock the world, to be the first ever African nation to make it to a World Cup final. But once again, France might be a step too far. Once again, I would love to be proven wrong. I'm so sorry, Morocco. I would love to be proven wrong here. But I do think France will end up taking it. Saying that though, France is the nation that lost to Tunisia in the group stage, another African nation. So that's not saying that Morocco can't do it. But I do think France, once again, will get to their second World Cup final in a row. And I do think it will be a 1-0 win. Once again, whether it's more than that, I've got no idea. We've seen some very entertaining games so far this entire tournament. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for my World Cup semi-final predictions. As I said, only 4 teams remain. I cannot believe it is already the final. Obviously, with my predictions, I would be Argentina versus France in the final.
Shut up and take my money!
The new age and the old age, Messi versus Mbappe. Who will end up taking the victory? Obviously, can Kylian Mbappe, 23 years old, win his second World Cup? Can Lionel Messi win his first ever and obviously last opportunity at a World Cup? Once again, you guys will have to tell me down below. Once again, my football opinions aren't necessarily fact, but I try to make them fact. Guys, I hope that you did enjoy this video. Once again, if you're not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. It helps the channel out massively on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so I would appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video down below, and I'll see you guys all very, very soon. I cannot believe it. The semi-finals already. It's going to be mental.